It's like being strapped into a knife thrower's wheel and kept there day after day, going round and round, sharp objects coming thick and fast. It's no wonder that a staggering 67% of betrayed partners meet the criteria for post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. There have been various attempts to describe this experience more precisely: post-embitterment disorder, post-infidelity stress, moral injury. So grave and heinous is the sin of betrayal, the poet Dante reserved the most awful place in his vision of hell for those who committed it, the ninth and final circle. Next stop, Lucifer himself. In this terrible frozen wilderness, those who commit this sin of the heart are condemned never to feel the warmth of love again. Immersed up to their necks in ice for all time, they lie in grotesque positions, ears frozen off, eyes blinded by icy tears of despair, and with no prospect of reprieve. Let's leave them there. Betrayal most often comes to light in a sudden and catastrophic moment of discovery. A graphic sexual message on a phone, a bank statement revealing undisclosed trips, a text message sent to the wrong person. And only then do you see the lies that led up to it. Only in retrospect is the web of deceit revealed. Most humans are surprisingly bad lie detectors, something that proficient manipulators exploit, and we tend only to spot their duplicity when it's right in front of our eyes. And being duped feels both painful and humiliating. Added to this is another nasty feeling that lurks in the ashes of betrayal: contamination. If you discover that your partner has had sex with someone else, you can be left feeling polluted, dirty, and contaminated. And much as an OCD sufferer washes their hands compulsively to rid themselves of germs, the betrayed get locked into an obsessive cycle of rumination, in the hope it will rid them of the feelings of humiliation, violation, and degradation that accompany the betrayal. In terms of the magnitude of loss, there is much that heartbreak shares with grief, but with one central difference. Unlike the bereaved, the heartbroken must contend with the feeling of personal rejection, a feeling that cuts right to the place where we are most vulnerable, to the quiet voice inside us all that asks, "Am I lovable?" And the very person you would usually look to for reassurance is the one that has made you feel that you're not. Heartbreak relegates you to a place of the seemingly unwanted and unloved, and with it goes your power. Old pain, sometimes stretching back to childhood, can rear its head in times of rejection, further diminishing your sense of worth and self-esteem. Given this context, it's no wonder that you're spending heroic amounts of mental energy trying to rectify the situation, trying to make it stop by ruminating on all manner of possible scenarios in an attempt to restore a sense of self-worth, punish your heartbreaker, or try to make them love you again. Love is such a powerful motivator that it has been likened to the rush of taking cocaine. Love releases a flood of dopamine, and the loss of it can leave the heartbroken behaving like drug addicts in search of their next fix. You think you're done with them, but then they throw you a bone or a crumb, and you're back where you started, grabbing your car keys and driving right over. And the hit is all the stronger if the crumbs are thrown intermittently. The fluctuating dopamine hits of early courtship, do they, don't they love me, are mirrored in the torturous dynamic of heartbreak. One unexpected text message in the dead of night saying they miss you, and the dopamine rushes in, compelling you to cling on.
Heartbreak has long been the subject of songs and novels, but science has largely ignored it in favour of examining the process of falling in love. The lack of guidance from the psychological and scientific community has left the heartbroken to deal with a catastrophic experience of epic proportions, with pat phrases like, "There are plenty more fish in the sea," or "You'll find someone else," which are completely off-key. When you are betrayed and heartbroken, the last thing on your mind is getting back in the saddle or falling in love again, yet never in human history has it been easier to do just that. The social revolution of internet dating has created a fast-paced, casual approach to romantic relationships. Take the dating site Ashley Madison, whose tagline